guys, just fixing my hair. Ooh, we're playing a daily event. I guess it just started, so we're gonna head right in. As you can see, I am playing the zoo. There's a wild Mikado in my hand. I feel like I probably have to keep this. Do I go for green-blue? I guess I go for green-blue. Do I play green-blue? This is a slightly updated counter cat list. I don't think I have a breeding pool. As you can see, I'm extremely familiar with it. So let's go green-red. I could just get a basic. That's sort of sexy. If I'm not getting my blue, it saves me 2 life. Mikado probably doesn't. I mean, I want to do that. I don't know what the guy's playing, but against a lot of decks, that 2 life is relevant. So yeah, I'll talk more about the deck exactly after game 1, I think, since I'll have the deck list in front of me. Unless the guy goes super slow, like everybody was in the last daily that I played. Playing against Scalding Tarn. Watery Grave Scalding Tarn. It's a little different. No Dark Blast one time. Thank you. Okay, so I mean, it's still really hard to say what I'm actually playing against. But I get to hit him for 3 a lot. Inquisition of Kozilek is so good in this format, by the way. Everything costs 3 or less. Everything. It's obviously not great against 12 post, but otherwise, gonna continue to hit this guy for 3 until I have a reason not to. Like that my creature's dead. No reason to path that. I assume that the guy's got like Remand, Mana Leak, Rune Snag, that sort of stuff in his deck, given that he appears to be playing blue-black control. Given that I don't want to just play a Horizon Canopy and pop it straight away, I'm going to develop my mana a little more slowly. Are we fairies? Well, Spellstutter Sprite, sure. Main deck Sower of Temptation. It's been showing up a lot lately. Steam Vents. Hallowed Fountains in my hand, so I don't really need another blue. On the other hand, it may be a while before I actually play the Hallowed Fountains. I have drawn a couple of land. Just blown out by Inquisition of Kozilek. Hardcore this game. On the right side, the zoo decks of the format, I think, can sort of just trade 1-for-1 with a lot of control decks and out attrition though. Most of the control decks that I've played are quite poor on the other hand. I mean, there's no reason to think this guy's deck isn't. He's playing Spellstutter Sprite. Just Spellstutter Sprite is an example of a reason that we can just 1-for-1 and out attrition them, because it's a 1/1 creature that doesn't actually counter stuff. We do have Dark Confidant. I'm unsure whether I want to path that straight away. Let's see if he lets me hit. for 2. Does let me hit him. Okay. Well, given that he wants to keep it around, I guess I'll kill it. He does get a land, which is a little unfortunate. On the other hand, I get to cast a Path to Exile without Spellstutter Sprite countering it, which is better. And if he is playing the main deck Sower, he's gonna get to steal a Dryad Arbor, or Noble Hierarch, I guess. Okay. Cycle that. Swing for 2. Okay. Wonder what he's going to do with that. Is he going to swing for 1 with it? Am I getting ninja'd? That would be pretty intense in Modern. No. We're running the Chump Pot play, I guess. I don't know. The other reason you can out attrition combo decks is that they play more land than you. Like, simple as that. So that is a better draw, for sure. I think we do it that way. Again, I'm assuming that Mana Leaf, Green Snag sort of cards are in the deck. Cryptic Command also makes sense. Okay, so he's just terrible, it looks like, because if you're not gonna chump block with Spellstutter, I'm not sure why you're attacking with it. Or, not sure why you're not attacking. You understand what I'm saying. He just missed a point of damage for no apparent reason. Probably his game plan is not to race me, but you know. Got more land. 2 really powerhouse decks of the format going at it here. I have 1 Stomping Ground and a Plains left to fetch. Check that out. I think I play Goy first. I assume it gets Spellstuttered a decent amount. Lightning Bolt, one of the Spellstutters. He counter spells a billion. I'm gonna swing first. And then possibly pass the turn. Can't be right. But I'm sort of tempted to. I really want him to start chumping. And he hasn't seen my hands, so I don't know. I wouldn't be that surprised if he did. I am going to try to play it. It seems fairly likely that this ends sort of badly for me. Like, that was pretty expected. He needs Cryptic as well. Or another Sprite or something like that. Scalding Tarn does not tap for mana, friend. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I thought that was a pretty likely outcome, which is why I was thinking about not playing it. Because I did have him in a spot where he needed to leave 6 up to make that play. On the other hand, now those cards are out of his hand. Path to Exile. Very solid here. If he double blocks, I'm just gonna let him kill it. Oh, he has a Mutable. When did that arrive? Last turn, it looks like. I'm gonna... I don't know. I wish I could just make it bigger. I guess I could, right? Let's try to kill that. See what happens. Like, he has to have Mana Leak or Runesnag or something in his hand, right? Dead cards of that sort. And we're trading, that's fine. So he managed to trade 2 Spellsetter Sprites for a Tarmogoyf and a land. And now I'm going to start hitting him for 1 instead. Oh my Goddess Lightning Helix. What's happening? We're casting an X spell? What are you doing, dude? Your mana's tapped wrong. Okay, who are you targeting? Targeting me. Do I shoot it? Do I shoot you? Do I just let you do that? I mean, there are no lands in my deck. I could probably do better than Lightning Helix on average. I'm gonna let him. There are, in fact, lands in my deck. Okay. Hierarch getting in for 1. I'm playing Brad Nelson's current list. I'm pretty sure it has Mana Leak main deck, so maybe I should have held on to the Lightning Helix a little harder. Because yeah, Mana Leak here is among the less whelming cards that I could draw. 2 power, baby. Some other trades for Noble Hierarch. Fair enough. So now that 12 post isn't as big a deal, people can play decks like this. The problem is that their decks aren't even good. Keep on ripping those relevant cards. Like, okay, so you don't have to worry about getting trounced by 12 post anymore, but you do, if you're going to play control, ideally you need to be able to beat the other decks in the format. It's unclear whether we can here. Guess Stomping Ground first. Probably not. And then afterwards, do I make 1/1s or do I try for lethal? I think I do Stomping Ground first. Oh, really? It doesn't resolve? What a surprise. Oh, jeez. Can I fetch anything? I have a plains it can fetch. Do I play it to get the plains out of my deck? Yeah. I don't really think he's going to be playing around the burn spell here in any meaningful way. Or rip. I mean, I don't necessarily think he dies to a burn spell, but okay. That's awkward. That he's playing this behind click, I mean. It's still a fairy. I don't know why you activated it twice. You click on it. Yeah, well done. There's actually no land that can fetch. So there's not much reason to play it. I've never been a huge fan of this deck. It seems like a solid deck, does alright. Okay, we're holding back against the threat of that 1/1. Path is fine, there's not much reason to cast it because the Mutavault holds me off just as well as the 4/4 flyer. Maybe even better if he's just deciding he's not attacking ever. I also can't fetch anything. Doesn't seem like I should have many lands on my deck here. I have, I think, 4 more fetches. And that's it? Really? I have a Tectonic Edge. Tectonic Edge is relevant here. If I kill his Mistblind somehow. Lightning Bolt is probably relevant somewhere, somehow. I mean, it's not going to resolve as it stands, but who knows. If he's just never going to attack me, then eventually I can get to a turn where it is relevant. I don't understand why he's not attacking at all. Do I want to play that? Doesn't he just like spell stutter it, probably? Let's see, he probably has 2 or 3 land in hand. Did he even replay the land after he deprived? I don't know. Plays an island. Yes, he did that, but he hasn't played a land since. I'm gonna hold on to it. What? I mean, I felt like I was in a good spot there, but maybe not quite that good. I guess he just has like 6 land in hand or something. Thinks I have a lot more than I do. So my sideboard is considerably different from Brad Nelson's, and I did stick to his main deck. The reason that I have a different sideboard, oh, my main deck's a little different. I put in Ghost Quarter over Tech Edge. Do I want to go up in lands here? I might want to go up lands because I'm bringing in Arena. Helix seems irrelevant. Although, I don't know, Helix might be better than Lightning Bolt against Spellstutter Sprite. Also, he brings in Sowers, I'm like certain, so I probably don't want to just be getting rid of those at random. I think Pride Mage is good. He can't be that good. Teague seems fine, Nacatl seems good, Knight seems good, Goyf is probably the worst card. If I feel like I want all my burn. Let's drop a Lightning Helix instead. Lightning Bolt, rather. And yeah, I was gonna say that the reason my sideboard is different is just the main deck, sure, you can play it and the plans are pretty obvious and everything, but once you get to sideboarding, just seeing someone else's sideboard isn't enough. You have to know what you're actually doing in sideboarding also. And so, given that he just had a 15-card sideboard that I had no experience with and no real good ideas regarding, I decided I'd probably do better just making my own sideboard, even though I haven't tested it at all. Also, he had no Aethersworn Canonist, and that card is insane. But whatevs. I left in his Flash Freezes because, I don't know, that's like the deck, right? I feel like it would be dishonest to try to play this deck without Flash Freeze somehow. Lightning Bolt doesn't seem great here. I mean, I think this is slightly better than a 5. On the draw against Inquisition, Thoughtseize. So is he boarding in more discard then? Takes Elspeth. I was not optimistic that I was ever casting that. So he decided to take 4 on turn 1. And then I resolved a Noble Hierarch. I'm liking how things are going so far. So next turn I play Tectonic Edge, I cast Goyf with the Hierarch and the Edge. Oh, it's discarded. I guess that's why he took Elspeth. Whatevs. We'll just do it that way. Anyway, I was going to leap up red to kill Spellstutter Sprite, but this works fine, obviously. Get in for 1. Threads of Disloyalty, 1 time. I don't know why he would make me discard all my glyphs if he was just gonna threads me. That was odd. Want to let him Doomblade and then Green Sun Zenith post combat. Apparently he's not going to Doomblade. I think I just won't Green Sun Zenith then. Let him tap out for Sower or something, then go for it. Or tap out during my next attack to deal with Tarmogoyf. Maybe throw a Lightning Bolt at his face at the end of the turn here. This time we really aren't playing a land? No, we just like to do that post-combat. Okay. Throw a bolt at his face. Gets Cryptic, then he bounces Goyf. I think I'd rather just attack. Oh, I can edge him here. Does that accomplish anything? Just makes him cast Cryptic now instead of... yeah. I think I need the mana more than he does. Especially with Elspeth in my hand. Alright, let's see what happens. I guess Mana Leak would be good here. Venser. What you gonna do, Vents? I'm gonna bounce him. Okay, well, he's coming back, I guess. Do I just kill Venser now? He could go land, Sower, discard my last Lightning Bolt, and sort of win. What can he do with Venser if I don't just kill it? Probably not much. It seems fine. If he wants to chump one turn, I think I'm okay. Maybe I need to worry about Shackles, but he's playing a bunch of non-islands. I feel like his list would have less non-islands if he was a Shackles list. Shackles.deck. Crypticking to tap and draw a card. Alright. Seems okay. Tutu Nikado? God, why not? If he Damnations, that play becomes a lot worse. Basically. Like, what else is there to say? Consume the Meek would be good enough. Do I try to go for Elspeth here before I attack? Oh, I definitely play the Temple Garden. God, I'm a scrub. Yeah. That was pretty bad by me. Pretty bad. God, everything I just did was so bad. He is playing Leaks. Anyway. He's at 2 if I can resolve my Lightning Bolts. And I do have power in play. Do I want another Hierarch? Just just go for Hierarch, why not? Is that, like, significantly worse than going for Nacatl somehow? Trying to work out if it is. The reason I want to go for one of these is that I can get around Mana Leak. See what happens. Results. I'm gonna grab Hierarch. So he knows I have 2 Lightning Bolt in hand. Assuming that, like, he's capable of writing things down, etc. He is voluntarily playing control deck, so one might suspect that he could do that. I don't know if that was the right land. Doesn't seem very relevant at the moment. I have 3 of them. Noble Hierarch attacking for the win. Way too much. Can't handle this. I mean, what can he do? Look at that. 3 power. Spellstutter Sprite, that's your play. Guess you're chumping. I'll let you chump one time. He's not chumping. Did he just miss the part where he tells it to block? Okay, so I probably have him dead in hand. There still doesn't really seem like much reason to go for it now. I mean, I can Tech Edge 1 and then he needs 2 counter spells. This seems like a win. Right? It seems like a win. There's no... I guess there are 1 casting cost dispels in the format. 1 casting cost dispels. I haven't seen any from them though. Okay. So, I don't know, that may have been rash at the end, but I feel like it was okay. Yeah, hope you enjoyed the match, and I'll see you for round 2.